Good morning, all. It is Monday, April 15th of 2024. It is tax day. If you didn't file, you better get to it. Or at least file for an extension. They said 20 million people file for extensions. I mean, damn. You get your W-2 by the end of January, for God's sakes. I would think because you might have to pay the government, you delay it, which I understand. There isn't much going on here. Got new glasses. I don't know if you can see. I got new glasses. See, they're blue. Not a new prescription, just because my other ones were old and dingy, and it was time for new ones. My prescription's the same. But then this weekend, Iran decided to do Doan's like Doan's pills for my back, because my back hurts, that's why. Drone strikes on Israel. 99% of them were thwarted. I'm sorry, it's still my personal opinion that Iran should have been wiped off the map in 1981 after the hostages were released. For those of you who were unalive during that time, it was not good. It was not good during that time. Carter was president. Reagan, the day Reagan took office is when they released the hostages. I believe it was January 20th of 1981. Tells you how old I am. So, they did that. Now, good old Chuck Schumer never wastes an opportunity. Now, a couple of weeks ago, he was condemning Israel for Netanyahu should step down, blah, 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 all this other stuff because of the way what they were doing in Gaza. And Netanyahu said, eat a bag of dicks. I'm getting rid of Hamas. So now that Iran has tried to bomb the shit out of them, he's now saying we should support Israel. Really, Chuck? Really? And the next thing out of his mouth was we are going to get an aid package for Israel, and then we'll add some Ukraine money. Straight out. They don't even hide it anymore. It's like, motherfucker, no. No, we're not giving any money to Ukraine for an unwinnable war. There hasn't even been peace talks. Sit the fuck down, Chuck. Okay? Vote this motherfucker out already. Please, someone get rid of him. I'm begging you, New York. Find a different fucking person to sit in that Senate seat, because he's been there way too long. He's made millions of dollars and has done absolutely nothing except photo ops for his traveling podium here in New York. Okay, enough with this asshole. I am done. Absolutely fucking done with him and his bullshit. His flip-flopping. Oh, Netanyahu sucks. Oh, now we're going to support him. Fuck you. Oh, and by the way, since we're going to send money to Israel, why don't you throw a little Ukrainian money in there too? Eat a dick. Eat a dick. And then Republicans are going to be blamed. This is the playbook. This has been the playbook for the last 4 years. We're going to tell you that we're going to give aid to this, this, and this. But when Republicans and conservatives don't vote on the yes on the bill because you snuck a bunch of shit in there that nobody wants, you come back and say, well, Republicans don't support it. No, because you put all that other bullshit in it. Put a standalone thing with Israel, and they'll probably vote on it, and the aid will go. Get Ukraine out of there. Get Ukraine out of your fucking pockets, because that's where it's going. Oh, they're in dire need now. Oh well, maybe you should have done something different with the money. I'm fucking done with these people. Okay, any of these old white men, and I'm an old white guy. These guys are out of touch. Okay? They're not Gen X. They're fucking boomers, and they need to go. When one senior senator is 87 years old, it's time to go. Nancy Pelosi's 80 some odd years old. Gotta go. Get out. Find somebody else to fill these seats. I don't care what side it is. But we need younger, more sharp minds and more innovative minds. Not these old crows who are lining their pockets. They've got enough money. Go right off into the sunset. It's just an opinion, of course. They're also doing a wind farm here on Staten Island, somewhere off the coast. They're trying to put up a wind farm, or at least a wind farm plant that makes the that makes the the windmills. So God only knows the environmental impact of just making the place to make something for the environment. It's ass backwards. The whole thing is ass backwards when it comes to climate. So I'm not even going to get into it because you should know my views by now on it. But yeah, Chuck and all his cronies need to go. You need to learn how to do separate, standalone bills and not shove your agenda in it. It's just my opinion. And sorry, this time I'm not wrong. Booyah.